welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today let's talk about trying to find happiness externally when internally you're not happy. How can you do that? There's no way, because happiness truly starts from within. You have to be happy and whole and comfortable with yourself internally before you can start appreciating and just enjoying the things around you. External things will only bring you a certain amount of gratification, maybe for a second, maybe for a day, maybe for a week, but you're going to always still feel unhappy. It's not going to be good enough. I've been in that place before too, where I just thought that stuff, going on vacations, people, things were going to make me happy. But when it all boiled down to reality, I never felt happy. And I always had a complaint. I always felt like, this isn't good enough. I'm looking for the next best thing, because internally I was running away from myself. I was not happy. I did not know that I was unhappy. I thought I was happy because I wore a smile on my face and because I had a lot of nice things going on for myself. But internally, as I started realizing that happiness begins within yourself, that's when I started realizing, Mika, you're not happy. You're not. There's a part of you that's bleeding on the inside and struggling to stay alive while you're on the outside painting this perfect image in your mind and in your vision and just on the outskirts of yourself, on your outer appearance. And I kind of fell into this whirlwind of, how do I match my internal feelings about my life with my external feelings about the things I have around me? Because I was excited, I was happy, I had good friends and, relationships and, just things around me that I felt were valuable, going on vacations a lot and traveling a lot and things like that. And there was a lot going on for me. But yet inside I still felt like something was missing. And truthfully, something was. What was missing was me. The love that I needed to give to me, the nurturing that I needed to give to me, I was spewing that outside of myself, because I felt like if I nurtured my relationships, if I nurtured and respected and was there for my co-workers and my employees, they would all need me. And so it was like I wanted to feel more needed by outside people versus needed by myself, because it was a way for me to hide, to just run from myself and look at, okay, well, I'm gonna focus on everyone else and not on myself, because I don't have to do work on other people. And even if I did, it was easier than sorting through my own mess. So for that period in my life where I tried to, set up an environment of happiness instead of truly being happy, I sacrificed a lot, I suffered a lot, and I created this more unhappy person at the end of the day, because then I was depleting myself of things I didn't even have, of love, of friendship, of being a good person and all this stuff, when I was struggling on the inside to even understand what all that meant, because I did not know myself. I did not take the time to get to know who I was spiritually, emotionally, on the inside of me, the stuff that people couldn't see, the ugly parts of me. And because I was pushing that to the back and just, oh, as long as I have the latest makeup and I make sure that my hair looks nice and I make sure that my clothes look good, then I will be accepted, I will be happy, and I wasn't. And so I got to a dark place where I started feeling like I'm never going to be happy. It was just that self-surrendering, because I didn't want to do the work, because when I would try to, it felt too hard. When I would try to, I would be teary-eyed or very emotional, or I felt like, I would have to give up something to get to the next phase, to grow in my happiness, and I didn't want to do that. I wasn't prepared. So I went through those times of tumbling, and like I said in the earlier video, you know, that's when I really was wrestling with God, because I was just like, you know, I want to know myself, I want to be happy, but I want to do it my way and not yours. And so that, of course, didn't fly, because no matter what, your higher power, God, always is going to have the last say. You can try all you want to, you can take all kinds of detours, but you're still going to have to end up coming back to the road that he has planned for you. So that was one of my biggest issues. And you know, I see a lot of people doing that, like trying to find that happiness on the outside. You know, they're so insecure, because truthfully that's what I was, insecure about myself on a lot of levels. Not even just physically insecure, but insecure about where I was in life, insecure about the things I did not have, insecure about the relationships that were failing in my life, insecure about the bad decisions I've made in parenting, when maybe I chose to go on a vacation instead of go to one of my daughter's games, or you know, or even go on vacation and let my daughter stay with my mom or something, and I just felt bad about it. Like, you know, like I was beating myself up because I just did not know. And I wanted this picture perfect world, and the things that I was doing, being human, just was not settling into that image that I had. So I was just battling and just unhappy, and I don't know. But I see a lot of people doing that, and it makes me sad, because the truth of the matter is, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much money you're spending on your outside appearance, no matter how long you're taking in the mirror, putting on your makeup, you may look good on the outside, but on the inside, you are dying. And you're going to break. That's why you hear about so many horror stories about beautiful people, beautiful women, very attractive men, you know, being possessive and hurting other people, you know, being manipulative, being controlling, because they don't feel like that they have control of themselves on the inside, so they try to control the things around them. They feel like that's what's making them happy, when really it's supposed to be yourself. When you find that happiness and that peace and joy within yourself, for your life, for where you are in life, even if it's not exactly where you want to be, you will then start to be okay if people want to walk away. You will be okay if people become a fake friend, stab you in the back. You may cry about it, but you will say, you know, it's good. And you will know, because you'll know your value enough to say, you know what, I know I was a good person to you. This is how you treated me. No more. I'm not going to try to harm you. I'm not trying to get revenge. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to walk away with my dignity and my peace. I'm just going to walk away. You'll stop begging and holding on to things that's not for you. You'll stop trying to be the midst of the crowd. You'll stop trying to be that person that everybody needs. When you start to love yourself, and when you are happy with yourself, because you know at the end of the day, if no one else stays around, if no one's in my life, if no one's here for me, I'm here for me. And that's where I had to get to before I realized that happiness is not about anyone else. It's not about how anyone even makes me feel. No one has power over me. No one has enough power over me to keep me happy, make me happy, or take away from my happiness. Only thing they can do is do what I allow. So if I'm feeling unhappy, if they're doing things that's making me feel unhappy, and I'm continuously putting up with them and keeping them in my life, that's my fault. That's not their fault. And so I had to learn, it's not external things around me that adds happiness, or that gives me happiness, or that makes me happy. It's me. Because at the end of the day, I could live somewhere in the country with nothing, or just, you know, have no friends, or, you know, just do stuff on my own, or have all the friends. All that's going to matter is my mind frame. At the end of the day, it don't matter how many people's around me. It don't matter how many good things is happening for me. It don't matter how much money I have. If I want to be happy and I choose to be happy, I will be happy. It's not about those things, because things are fleeting. People are fleeting. And even if they didn't mean to walk away and leave you, life happens. You know, people pass away. You know, nothing in life is guaranteed. So you always need to create a space in your life where you know that at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own happiness. And that starts on the inside first. And then the outside can add to it. But you have to still know yourself enough on the inside and know what you want. Because sometimes we just be grabbing things because other people have it. And we realize this doesn't even make me happy. Why is this making this person happy, but I'm not happy? Because that may be something that they really want. They may care about money. They may care about fashion. And if you don't, and you go out here and you go get it, you're not going to be happy. But if you know yourself on the inside and you say, you know what makes me truly happy is just traveling. If that's your thing, you work on yourself, you get to a space where you don't feel broken and depleted on the inside, you feel more whole, then you'll enjoy traveling. You know, because you're not going into it with negative thinking of yourself and, you know, just feeling like blah, because you're not really happy, but you know you're in a happy place, but you still feel unhappy. I know y'all get what I'm trying to say. I mean, I feel like we all go through it, through those periods in time where we just, no matter what, we still feel unhappy. Don't let it be you. Like, really work on yourself. Let yourself love you first. Find that happiness within you first, and then the rest will come. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment box below. We'll continue the conversation. Let's be polite and courteous, because like I always say, your words, spoken or written, has the power to uplift or break down spirits. We're here to uplift everybody and just enjoy life to the best of our abilities, and just help each other to navigate through this thing called life, give each other different perspectives, and to keep one another aware that we're not the only ones that's going through something. So go ahead and drop your comments, and we will talk next time. Bye.